どうも皆さん、英語で数学、瀬戸です。今日はこの極限についてレクチャーをしたいと思います。英語で。In this video, I'll go over how to compute this limit. So first, we can try plugging in x equals 0, but then you'll just get 0 over 0. So plugging in does not work. Now what we are going to need is something called squeeze theorem. If f of x is less than g of x is less than h of x for all values x near a, and the limit of f and h exists, and they're both equal to some number, let's say L, then the limit as x goes to a of g of x exists, and it's equal to L. So we are squeezing the limit from both sides. Now first we want to show this claim that sine of x is less than x. To show this claim, let's consider the unit circle. Then sine of x, if this is the angle x, will be this side here, but x is the length of this sector, and so we can see that sine of x is less than x. The next claim that we'd like to show is x times cosine of x is less than sine of x. But this is not too bad. Consider first the unit circle, then this green triangle, this side is sine of x, this side is cosine of x. Now we draw a circle of radius cosine of x. Well, what is the length of this pink side? The sector formula is if the radius is given by r and the angle here is x, then this sector is going to be rx. So here, this is going to be x cosine x. And we can see that this pink side is less than this side here. And so we get our proof, a sketch of a proof. Now putting our two claims together, we have x cosine x is less than or equal to sine of x, which is less than or equal to x. Now in our claim, we were assuming that x is greater than 0. And so we get that cosine of x is less than or equal to sine x over x, which is less than or equal to 1. And so if we take the one-sided limit, by squeeze theorem, we could basically say something like this. But we know that when x goes to 0 for cosine, it's 1. And the limit as x goes to 0 of this constant 1 is of course 1. And so we get the one-sided limit as x goes to 0 from the right-hand side of sine x over x is equal to 1. But then we can get the other side because sine of negative x over negative x is actually equal to sine of x over x. So it's an even function, which means that the limit as x goes to 0 from the left-hand side is equal to the limit as x goes to 0 from the right-hand side, and so this limit is equal to 1.